Graft had become standard practice under Cyril Ramaphosa's rule. Elsewhere, hundreds of people during the week gathered at Cairo's central train station to start the journey back home at war-torn Sudan. The travel was part of a campaign by the Egyptian government providing free train rides back to Khartoum, the capital, which has been recently recaptured by Sudanese armed forces from its rivals. The parliament a civil war since April 2023. The battle for power between the military and the RSF has caused one of the most humanitarian crises in the world. And still in Africa, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) yesterday praised Senegal for acting to engage reforms to strengthen its economy, while also working with the IMF to clarify and amend its debt position after it uncovered misreporting of how much the African country owed creditors. The Director IMF Communications Department, Julie Kozak, said IMF, a key financier for the debt-laden country, froze disbursements on its program with Senegal deficits, pushing its end 2023 debt ratio to 100% of GDP versus the previously reported 74%. The efforts by Ghana to shore up its fiscal positions as it unveiled its budget proposals. U.S. President Donald Trump has said he does not expect to reach a trade deal with Canada. Mark Carney signaled earlier this week that Canada will not accept a bad deal and rush into an agreement. Reports say Canada is among several countries given an August deadline by Trump as part of his global tariff strategy and push to renegotiate deals with U.S. trade partners. Donald Trump during the week said the U.S. has reached trade deals with Japan and the Philippines in what would be a major development in his tariff wars. The announcement came ahead of an August 1st deadline, which Trump has threatened to increase tariffs. The U.S. president noted that Japan, one of the country's largest trading partners, agreed to a massive trade deal that would lead to $550 billion in the U.S. He also announced separately that U.S. will levy a 19% tax on imports from the Philippines and that Manila will remove duties on U.S. goods. Elsewhere, gang leaders and small boat suppliers are among the first 25 targets to have their UK assets frozen in an effort to combat migrants crossing the Channel. The suspected criminals are also banned from traveling to the UK after they were the first to be hit by a wave of new sanctions targeting people smuggling. Foreign Secretary David Lammy described the move as a landmark movement. But experts say that the impact was likely to firms in Britain must cut any financial ties with them. Still on the foreign scene, the UK and 24 nations in the course of the week condemned the alleged killing of hundreds of Gazans trying to get food from Israel aid operations. According to reports, the suffering of civilians in Gaza has reached new depths. They have called for an end to the war in Gaza and the release of Israeli hostages. The UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy calls Israel's aid operation inhumane and announced an extra £40 million in the week, explained why interest rates remain elevated rebuild investors' confidence and defend the value of the naira. The CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso disclosed investment summit operationalizing Nigeria's first policy organized by the Ministry of Industry. Decision on the monetary policy rate, a critical benchmark that directly impacts domestic investors, represented by the Director of Risk Management, Blaise Ijebo, at the Nigerian Domestic Investment Summit in Abuja. He admitted that high interest rates are painful, especially for businesses and the real sector, but argued elsewhere, Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, yesterday retired as the chairman of the board of directors of Dangote Cement plc. In a statement, a spokesman for the according to the statement, he is relinquishing his position as chairman and retiring from the board to focus more attention on the refinery, petrochemicals, fertilizer and government relations in order to drive the company's ascent in the first quarter of 2025, following the successful rebasing of the country's gross domestic product by the National Bureau of Statistics. The rebasing exercise, which revised the GDP base year from 2010 to 2019, expanded the scope of the economic measurements to capture sectors such as the digital economy, creative industry, fintech and informal activities. The adjustment significantly increased Nigeria's nominal economic output and improved its debt sustainability indicators. The newly rebased GDP, now valued at 379.1 trillion naira, covers the 12-month period from Q2 2024 to Q1 2025 and serves as a denominator for the latest debt to GDP calculations. And still to come in the news, Nigeria home Eagles in Zanzibar for final preparation of 2024 African Nations Championship. Stay tuned for details of this in a moment.